Today is a special day. Normally I don't like to break camp, but today is different. I get to meet up with a dear friend I haven't got to go riding with for a long time.
Nice to do anything there for you, Hank? He made everything last night. I thought it turned out pretty darn good.
I thought you did a damn fine job.
My brother from another. It had been far too long since we'd hung out together, let alone went for a ride. That wasn't our norm. First, a little history. Yeah, that's me. A couple more years longer ago than I care to admit. And that's Henry. There's always one in each group, and he's ours. The one a little more wild than the rest of us. I've known Hank since I was 12 years old. We've been on countless rides together. So when we were both ready, it made total sense to head to the shop and finally buy the bikes we've both been dreaming about. That's mine right there. Rarely does anything ever live up to the hype one creates in their mind, but this has been the exception. Every time I ride that bike, I fall in love with it a little more. Hank had his eyes on something as well. There were a few distractions along the way. However, he knew in his heart of hearts which bike belonged to him. We both came away that day very happy campers. That was 2017. Fast forward to today, and Henry and I have only been able to squeeze out a handful of rides together and no camping trips. It was time for all of that to change. I finally met up with him in Sisters, Oregon, and we were off to set up camp.
Hey, Hank. Hey, kid. How's it going? Camping on the camping trip today. Japan meets Europe.
Yep, looks good. There you go.
We set up camp and relaxed into the moment. Yeah, it'd been way too long. Spending time with someone you've grown up with, away from all the everyday distractions, is beyond special. We were able to hang out like kids again, sharing what only brothers from another can share. I won't go into what we talked about, only that it was meaningful. These trips are places where those conversations happen, and I'm sure all of us wish we could have more of them. We arose to the beauty and splendor that is the Oregon Cascades. The mountains were putting on a show, and it looked like it was going to be the perfect day for some saddle time. It was time to pack up and get ready to check out the area for ourselves.
All right. It's a 360 camera, so it takes in everything. Wow. Hopefully I won't crash because... Red eye?
It felt good to be back on the road again, especially with Hank in the picture. I wanted to show him one of my favorite road rides, Old Mackenzie Highway. It being the weekend, it can see a lot of use. Hopefully it won't be a madhouse. There was a massive fire here a few years ago, but it doesn't detract too much from the area's rugged and barren beauty.
It's like the first time Windy Point isn't windy.
Mackenzie Pass follows an old 1860 wagon route, which followed old native trails from before. It crosses a massive series of lava flows that NASA actually used as a training ground for the Apollo astronauts. One astronaut even fell and tore his spacesuit here in 1964 and later flew in the Apollo 7 mission 3 years later. Mackenzie Pass is also home to the D-Ride Observatory, an open-style shelter built out of the surrounding lava rock. Built during the Great Depression by the Civilian Conservation Corps, it was completed in 1935 and named after the construction crew's foreman who died the year prior.
Yeah, and this is a D-Ride Observatory.
Oh, I got you.
That's the castle thing I was talking about. And you can go up in there, and those little portholes are all lined up with different mountains. You can kind of see Jefferson and Washington, and the Three Sisters are right behind us there. Let's keep going. Check it out.
Fucking people.
Huh?
Lot of people.
Yeah, there's nobody on the road, but which I thought, wow, there's nobody up here, but they're all up here.
Yeah, Hank is right. Too many people. Time to get away from the main attractions and see if we can't find somewhere with less prying eyes. We got stuck behind what we immediately judged as a group of posers, going way too slow for our tastes, and right away began working out our plan of attack. Felt like old times once again. Leaving the posers in the dust, we found what we were looking for. Perfect roads, perfect temps, and best of all, no people to spoil it. Riding in Oregon is magic. These roads beckon to be ridden. Just not too quickly. With golden hour beginning to approach, I began to gel into the moment, and I started to realize just how precious these rides truly are, and I began to look at the present with nostalgic eyes. The older I get, the more I've come to realize that, for me, having a deathbed look at life without the deathbed might just be the ultimate goal of this life. Being aware in every moment, taking it all in as if it's your last chance to see the good in the world, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's allowed me to see a bigger part of my own life's picture and possibly make better choices about my future. We went on to have a great repeat performance of the previous night, catching up and speaking from the heart. The next day found us both wishing we could continue the visit a little longer. Good friends are hard to find. You got to keep them close and break them out every once in a while. Thanks for the ride, Hank. Looking forward to next time.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
All right, buddy.
All right, man. Thanks again.
No, thank you.
ride careful.
Yep, you too.
Talk to you after I get home.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, see you.
All right, man.